Hey everybody, this is Q&A with Coach MJ number 5. Cool thing about number 5 is that 95% of video shows like this don't make it past week number 5, so we're reaching a huge milestone here. Thank you so much for subscribing, sending your questions, sharing it with all of your friends. I really appreciate it, and hopefully we'll make you a better athlete. Right into the questions. First one, Kevin Slanicki. What do I need to know about bike gears, cassettes, ratios? I know nothing. So great question, Kevin. And the easiest way to explain it is that the bigger the gears, the hillier the course. So a standard bike comes with a 12-25, and that means a cassette is what you have in back, and 12 means 12 teeth in back, and 25 means 25 teeth on the big one. If you're going to do a hillier course, you may want to change that out to a 12-27. If you're going to do a flatter course, you may want to change that to an 11-21. So that really depends. And to change a cassette is very simple. Probably takes less than 5 minutes if you have the right tool. But that is a great question. And the more you ride and the more you experience kind of what you're good at, what you need, the easier that becomes. But easiest way to explain it is the more gears you have, the hillier the course, the more options you have, the easier you can make it to go uphill. Great question. Next one is from Jackie. I'm not sure I'm saying your last name right. Scrobet. She says, I have a fluid trainer. I am about 2 to 3 miles per hour slower than on a road. Should I focus on time spent versus miles? Also, I stack boards under the front wheel, but I have some groin discomfort that I don't experience on the road. So that's a two-part question. 2 to 3 miles slower on a road, forget about it, Jackie. It doesn't relate, so don't put so much effort into it. Keep doing what you're doing. Go by time. Use a heart rate monitor. That will tell you if you're working hard enough, because to ride 60 minutes, if it's like do-do-do and you don't sweat at all, well, you're not getting anything out of that. So make sure you stick within your zones versus miles per hour. It doesn't relate to outside. And the other thing is, I stack boards on the front wheel. I have groin discomfort. Get up out of the saddle every 15 minutes. So when you're outside, you have things like stoplights and you have things like downhills where you can get out of the saddle and just kind of stand up and reposition. When you're indoors, you don't have those. You can't coast. You don't have any stopping. Every 15 minutes, just get up and reposition, and that should solve your problem. But to keep boards under the front wheel, very good idea. Makes it close to flatter. And if you're going to try to practice uphills, I would even make that front wheel a little bit higher. So awesome question, Jackie. Thanks for submitting. Last one. Julia Reich asks, what is the best way to go about planning your season tries and find ones conducive to your strengths? I love your line of thinking there. First thing is to find out your strength, confirm it. And the way to do that is to look at your previous race results and see where you rank in the swim, the bike, and the run. And your worst one, that's when you're going to be. And I say that because a lot of times people think their strength really isn't their strength. And it happened to me. I used to think swimming was my strength a lot, but at one point I did get better in the bike. So to do that, I would first share it with your tri club, because there's a lot of people in the tri team that would know, or probably either know someone or have done that race before or have some insight. You can look at websites, the race's website, to find out what it explains the bike and the run and the swim to be like. So if it's a little seaweedy, you may want to, and you don't like that, you freak out with stuff on your face, you may want to stay away from that. But I would just ask around, look at pages for specific races on Facebook. The bigger ones have their own dedicated pages that people talk about it, but start asking. Also compare to other racers that you have raced against. So if Sally Jones did the same race as you, look at what she did, and you know what her times are. She raced, go look at a race that maybe you want to do and see if she raced it, and look where her times are, and that should kind of give you an indication. But I would start talking to other athletes that have actually done that race to find out which one is going to be conducive to your strength. But great question. I love where you're going with that one. In closing, I want to remind everybody about the Try Right 101 ride. This is our 6th year already, 6. And proceeds go to breast cancer research. The date is September 20th. It's out of Lincoln Way West High School this year. If you register by August 27th or 28th, you get a free hoodie. This is the color. This is not the actual hoodie. They're not made yet, but this is the color. It's called Safety Green. Looks a little neon yellow to me, but it's cool. Something different this year. We have routes of 25, 40, 60, or 101 miles. Sag stops very frequently, so If you are available on September 20th, we'd love to see you. You can register online at active.com. Just search Try Right 101. Time is running out. And that's it for this week. Have a great week. Happy training. Enjoy the rest of August, and we'll see you back here next week. Keep those questions coming, guys.